for the LHMusicTime radio show.
Sign up for the newsletter and get all the info you need to know
At LHMusicTime.com.
Louder with
LouderWithCrowder.com. Stephen Crowder is here.
Joining us now. He's put a big video out this week
where he is debunking democratic socialism. Can we get a clip of that, Pat?
See if we can play a clip of that.
Can we have a clip of that, Roger?
Stephen, are you there?
Stephen, are you there?
I am here, sir, but I am not a clip.
No, you're not a clip.
Tell me about
Tell me about the
audio here.
Audio here.
Tell me what you did.
Tell what you did.
Well, I don't know exactly what it is you're going to play, but we've talked about this before. A lot of people, Republicans, conservatives, particularly those kind of in the AM radio side, why do you keep focusing on Bernie instead of Hillary? Because he's a movement candidate, and people specifically my age who are far, far removed from the authoritarian left, socialism or communism, they find this myth that if you put democratic before socialism, which is what Bernie Sanders does, well, all of a sudden it's somehow different from socialism. So it's a 20-minute video, but pretty in-depth. It's designed to point out why that, of course, is folly. That's not usually
what you do, Stephen.
Is it? I mean,
is it?
I'm a man of many. I wouldn't say talents. I'm a man who tries many things. It's just so early.
See what I'm talking about?
And unlike these other people, they'll stir the pot. They'll try and have protests so they can post it up. Like I just want to do comedy, right? I just want to do jokes. But when I don't have somebody who will stand up and go, well, what about the corporate system, man, and the top 0.1%, and the fact that these countries like Norway and Denmark, and I want my head to explode and I want to spontaneously combust. So I say, okay, before I actually do this in another Q&A on a college campus, let's make one video. Also, I was raised in it. I was raised in socialism. I experienced socialized healthcare. I was in Quebec. My mom still talks with the accent. People in Texas can't understand her. It's got to be addressed at some point. I hate that I have to do it, but we all have a cross to bear. Here's a little clip.
Here's a little clip for you. Take a look and listen.
Comparing democratic socialism to traditional socialism, or God forbid communism, is fear-mongering. It's inaccurate, but it's actually pretty reasonable. We need to unite and work together if we're all going to get through this. Sounds like socialism to me. Democratic socialism. What's the difference? Huge difference. Except that it's not. Here's Bernie Sanders when asked, describing democratic socialism. And what democratic socialism is about is saying that it is immoral and wrong that the top 1/10 of 1% in this country own almost 90%, own almost as much wealth as the bottom 90%. You see, every other major country providing health care to all people as a right, except the United States. Those are some of the principles that I believe in, and I think we should look to countries like Denmark, like Sweden, and Norway, and learn from what they have accomplished for their working people. Okay, this is pivotal because there's a myth going around that democratic socialism is inherently different from traditional socialism. Bernie Sanders did not articulate a worldview there at all. He just pointed to things that have existed since the beginning of time, told you that you should be angry, that you deserve stuff, and presented you with a Christmas wish list. So there's Stephen Crowder.
There's Stephen Crowder. You would hear this LouderCrowder.com. But what is 20 minutes?
We found something
a fact about democratic socialism.
The
term was actually coined by Lenin.
And
the revolutionary the Soviet Union, which we found it incredible. There's no difference.
No, exactly. As a matter of fact, we include that in the video. We have paper cutout Lenin, which some people find offensive, but I just find Lenin offensive. So, different strokes. We talk about how he says, that the goal of socialism is necessarily communism. For some reason, my producer, for all of his faults, not gay Jared over there at your affiliate Wham, he had a brilliant point. Democratic socialism is just communism with a checkbox. You can paint it any way you want. For some reason, people buy this. And one thing, Glenn, as someone who lives in the United States now, who was raised in Canada, whenever they say, we are the only nation, the United States is the only country that does not have insert socialist program here, I go, that's how we became America. That's the whole point. We left because of that. We want to say we're the only guys who do this. How is that an argument? But the problem is, younger people believe it. Something fascinating, Glenn, I wrote about this on the website just a couple days ago. Cuban Americans, like Ted Cruz said, right, were either Republicans or they saw you as communists. For the first time, Cuban Americans now lean Democratic. You know why? Because these kids are 2 generations removed, and they've just never experienced communism or socialism. So to them, they hear Bernie till the salt's full of goods. He's going to give you free money and free college and free health care. All of a sudden, it sounds good because you put Democratic before it. It's mind-numbing.
Let's just switch topics. Talk about the kid with the dreadlocks. The white kid with the dreadlocks. As I listen to Buck Sexton, and you know, you know, yes, seriously, you're not part of the black culture. Culture. As I listened to Buck Sexton last week.
I mean, new metal in the early 2000s, all it was dread swinging around on MTV. It was horrible. There's the thing a lot of people don't realize. This is an actual story. A black woman who she works at this campus, grabs and physically assaults this white student for racial appropriation because he's wearing cornrows. And now I don't want to say, well, there must be more to this story. There's not. That's the story. She insults a white kid for wearing cornrows because it's racist. I mean, if someone's going to say, hey, you're white, you can't wear cornrows, why? It's cultural appropriation. You say, well, you're black, you can't wear Levi. I mean, we've kind of exchanged this for a long time.
Oh, boy.
Talk to me about John Kasich.
John Kasich.
This is a guy.
This is a guy who is a I think acting as a spoiler in the race. You seem to have a real hatred for John Kasich.
Come on, that's not fair. You know what nobody has ever said? Nobody has ever popped their head off the pillow and said, I hate John Kasich.
Oh, boy.
Right.
There's no passion for John Kasich. So, you have all the insufferable
fraud.
fraud.
I don't know. I'm pretty close to hatred for John Kasich.
Who asked you? Who asked you?
Yeah. I don't know. Did you know his dad was a mailman? No,
Okay, guys.
I happen to agree with you. You can't really hate him because nobody really loves him. The opposite of hate is, well, no, the opposite of love is indifference. So I guess you would have to hate him because I mean, most people really are.
Oh,
You look at Kasich and he doesn't bring anything out of you.
No, he doesn't. You know, the only, it's good that it's 2016, right? You know what you never hear anybody say if you're walking down the supermarket aisle or talking politics with your barber? Damn that Gerald Ford, it just doesn't come up. It's the same thing.
Oh, well.
William McKinley, oh, you got me. You know, I don't think people think of John Kasich outside of the fact that right now, the guy is just a major turd. The way he is acting, it is unbelievable. There is no way for him to win. When he was just sitting there, and people go, well, why is Ted Cruz trying to bump you out of the election right now? No, you're bumping yourself out by being, by the way, an incredible loser. You have to give it to John Kasich. When it comes to losing, the guy is tough. I don't know how he figured it out, but he does it incredibly well. My problem is with the fakery. It's the fakery of Donald Trump acting like he's tough. You know, I wish these people called him on it more when he goes, no, that's very tough. Someone should just respond with, okay, like 15 push-ups. Let's start with that. Just call him out on it.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
I'm a nice guy. I'm not going to take the lowest road to the highest. Everything he's ever done has been underhanded. And if you look at the article that I wrote in that letter, by all personal accounts, John McCain, Newt Gingrich, John Kasich is an ass. In person, he's not a nice guy. Nothing about him is true. That's my problem. Outside of that, I never think of the guy.
Oh, boy.
But he calls himself
a Diamond Hope.
Yeah, you know, but I mean, trying to put a trademark on that very word itself, I don't know what it means anymore. You want to call yourself a friend of Lightning Hope? Lightning Hope that maybe you can negotiate enough backroom deals to screw the American voter and have them hand you the election? What hope? There is precisely, listen, I like to be a positive guy. As far as math, okay, as far as the ability to win, there's zero hope. I don't care how many speeches you give. I don't care how many times you meet with Tony Robbins. There is precisely zero hope in you reaching enough delegates. You're only screwing people.
Is he meeting with Tony Robbins? I hadn't seen that.
No, I think he's.
I think he's
the point no
matter how many times you could be.
I like him a little bit better.
How do you like everybody else?
Stephen, Pat said
that Stephen Pat said he
that
thought that Donald Trump
hit his high
water mark. It's all downhill from here.
Because
of
of the women.
The women. Yeah, I get that. Everything in the last 2 weeks is just a crap over women.
Yeah, listen, I don't know if this is borderline
Women, as I said on my radio show last week.
that ever occurred to me, Glenn, I know you know Senator Ted Cruz, so please tell me if I'm crossing the line here. The only time it ever occurred to me to think of Heidi Cruz, to rate her attractiveness, is when Donald Trump implied she was ugly. And so I did my due diligence, I did research, and I thought, Ted seems to be swinging above his batting average.
Oh boy, I think Ted would say that.
I mean,
The idea of it having this is so ridiculous. The guy just doesn't have enough game. Come on, it's Ted Cruz. Yes.
He's like a person.
Yes.
When it comes to Melania, okay, she seems like a decent woman too, but let's be honest. If Ted wanted someone like Melania, you could buy them. I mean, that's with mail order brides, or you could buy portions of them. It just doesn't impress me that much. I also don't think it's a fair comparison. I think it backfired on Donald Trump because he said, let's compare these wives, and people typed in Ted Cruz's first wife and Donald Trump's first wife, and then Ivana Trump came up, and it looked like the female gremlin, if you watch back in Gremlins 2, not a great film.
I'm not watching Gremlins.
I think the first wife...
That's scary.
More about it.
Okay.
Steven, always good to have you on. Say the things nobody else will. Steven Crowder, loudercrowder.com.
Check him out.
Loudercrowder.com. Steven, talk to you again.